The city of Glendale has 200,000 people living in it with countless neighborhoods. Today, we're talking about 3 neighborhoods you need to know about. The first neighborhood we'll discuss is El Miradero, also known as Kenneth Village. Now, this little neighborhood is in the zip code 91201 and is home to about 4,000 people. It's just north of the Grandview Memorial Park, a small cemetery with a questionable past, and just south of Brand Park, Glendale's mini Griffith Park, with 31 acres of hiking trail, bike paths, basketball courts, baseball fields, and a picnic area, even a children's playground and seasonal children's wading pool. Its proximity and easy access to Kenneth Village makes it an ideal neighborhood to get out and do things in. Kenneth Village is a one-block strip of storefronts that includes Tacos Los Desvelados, George's Cucina Italiana, the Coffee Commissary, and Arts Meat Market. A good example of a typical street is El Miradero Avenue, the neighborhood namesake. It features small to medium-sized, character-filled Spanish homes built in the 1920s and leads you right to the entrance of Brand Park. The neighborhood extends west towards Burbank, where the lots get a little bit larger and the homes were built more in the 1940s. Homes in this neighborhood start around $1 million for a small fixer-upper and go north of $4 million like this one that just sold recently for $4,229,000. It was a 4,200 square foot Spanish home on a 3/4 acre lot with pool, basketball courts, rolling lawns. It was amazing. The average 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in this neighborhood will run you around $1,400,000. The next neighborhood I'd like you to know about is called Ross Moines. Now, full disclosure, I live in Ross Moines, and I have seen over the past 7 years Ross Moines become a favorite destination in Glendale among people who live in Los Feliz or Silver Lake or Highland Park. Yes, the hipsters like Ross Moines. I believe a lot of that is due to the quality of character homes within Ross Moines. Ross Moines is home to 3 different historic districts, the largest one being the Ross Moines Historic District with over 500 homes within it. Homes in historic districts are protected against demolishing or remodeling them without keeping their true original character. The other 2 mini historic districts within Ross Moines, some people would say aren't actually in Ross Moines, but from a buyer's perspective looking for a new home, they're in an area commonly referred to as Ross Moines. Now, there are about 9,000 people who live in Ross Moines. Its location is just north of Glen Oaks and just past Mountain, and goes from the corner of Mountain and Ethel and travels west to Maryland just before Brand Boulevard. It has great easy access to the 134 and 2 freeway without being inconvenienced by those freeways. Conveniently located close to Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Fish King, and local gastropub We're Pouring. I remember the first time I went to We're Pouring. As I approached the restaurant, I noticed that the parking lot was empty on a Friday night, and that's not a good sign. And when I walked in, it was packed, filled with neighbors who walked there like we did. Ross Moines also has a park, Nibley Park, right on Mountain Street. Now, it's a neighborhood favorite. It's a small park. It's a little kid park. It doesn't have fields for organized sports, but it does have a couple basketball and tennis courts. All of this helps make Ross Moines ideal for millennials and their families. Entry-level homes start at about $1.1 million, and a recent higher price sale was historically designated Craftsman for $3 million with a pool and pool house. Before we talk about the third neighborhood, if you like the content you're seeing here, please hit the subscribe button so we can make sure you're getting the latest videos. Show us a little love and maybe leave a comment on this video. The last neighborhood I want you to know about is called Whiting Woods. Now, the first time I ventured into Whiting Woods, I was shocked with how beautiful it was. I couldn't believe what I had discovered. As you're driving up Whiting Woods Road, you're beneath a canopy of oak trees, and at one point there's a little stream, a creek that runs right through the neighborhood, and some of the houses have a little bridge that gets you to their driveways. It's an absolutely charming neighborhood that has a story to its beginning. It began as a speakeasy in the woods called the Pasadena Mountain Club, where members paid 25 cents to join and legally drink illegal alcohol during Prohibition. Then a guy named Perry Whiting ended up with the land and built a big fancy house called Whiting Manor, and thus began the birth of Whiting Woods neighborhood. It's a very small neighborhood with only a couple hundred residents. Most of the homes there were built in the 1940s to 1970s, and a few of the homes were built by noted architects, such as the Schaefer House by architect John Lautner and the Taylor House by Richard Neutra. Because of where it is in North Glendale, it gets the benefit of La Crescenta schools, which includes Crescenta Valley High School, Rose Middle School, and both Fremont and La Crescenta Elementary School. If you live in Whiting Woods, you'll find yourself on Honolulu Avenue in Montrose a lot. It has hundreds of shops and restaurants, and it's just a few short minutes away from Whiting Woods. Homes range from $1,500,000 to $3 million. Now, because it's such a small neighborhood, there's rarely a house for sale here. But if you're lucky enough to end up with one of those houses, you're in a neighborhood that's a treasure to live in. So there you go. 3 neighborhoods in the city of Glendale, very different from one another with a lot to offer. If you're curious about other neighborhoods in the Glendale area, reach out to us. We're happy to help.